Welcome back to the show, everybody. Kamen right down Z-O-O. Episode number 25. Another Z-O-O. 2019. And the fuck? Excuse me. Oh, okay, internet. Let Uncle Triple rap with you. Okay. I have questions, right? Dear Swords Brooder, his name gives me pain. Can't no nigga be this evil, cuz. The fuck is wrong with you, bruh? Fucking seriously. Like, lately, this nigga done been on a warpath of I don't give a fuck. Like, you done sent the little nephew Urs out to die, and then you had horror going along with the plan, and now you done brought the homie back from the dead bus crash where Sogo's parents took the fucking ultimate fucking L for him to become another Zio and shit, and it's just like, that's some next level twisted fucking shit. That is next level. Do you understand me? That's next level twisted. I'm like, at this point, I cannot believe a villain to be this evil from the jump. So, yo, Swords Brooder, who you work for, bruh? Who is pulling your strings? Because this dude said, and I quote, this dude will be the king of all another and Dark Riders. And I'm just like, the possibilities are endless because we've only dealt with one of those so far. And if you're not keeping up, that will be another Ryuga. But yet and still, I was surprised that Shinji didn't make an appearance, to get his powers technically jacked, even though, he accepted himself and everything was all good, smiley dispositions and shit, right? What the fuck up with this Hiryu kid, dog? Like, it's something more to this than ultimate L's being taken. It's gotta be. Because, see, even he had how do I want to say this, internet? An evil tinge to himself that you don't automatically get, like, as soon as you get a Rider watch. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't immediately that evil. So, given, and the episode talked all about this. Well, every time you went back in time, like Marty McFly, to make sure people don't catch L's, you created a future where that person never interacted with a Wild Watch, even though the power, and now we know this, the power was always in you because of, time shenanigans, as we'll call them for the sake of this review. So, you got here you running around absorbing things, because that's what you do. But again, you don't walk up in the game and be this evil from the jump. So, here are a couple of things I'm thinking. In some alternate universe, alternate timeline or something, here you Zio. Like, I'm serious, no bullshit. That's where one of my theories are. That in another alternate timeline where L's are taken by people's parents and children and things, you end up becoming a Zio and then becoming, oh my Zio, making motherfuckers deliver L, and you not such a glorious king to give your people apples. You just enslave them and make them build monuments to you. Chocolate monuments. Shout out to Recess, you know what I'm saying? That was a great episode, man, you know what I'm saying? Randall was not a good king, and that's why he was only king for like half that episode, because he tried to blackmail King Bob. But Recess is the crack, so don't mind me. Another thing. Given all of this, Sogo had a vision, right, of him and the boy Gay-Z having a knockout drag out, right, on a beach. Like, there's actually a stage in Climax Hero that is based off where they were, where you got the outlook of the cave and people fighting and people get dragged into the waters like, oh nigga, you making me drown and shit. There's been the talk of this star. You might call it a lucky star. Wink, wink. No. Okay. You know what? We're not going to do that. We not going to make lucky jokes. You know what I'm saying? That's 2 Sentais ago, technically. Well, will be Sunday. But you see, we going to get to Rousseau. Just don't worry about it. I got you. Don't worry about that. No. We gonna run it. We gonna run that. Everybody talking about this lucky star, where it is the Star of Kings, where people take L's. In this, oh my God, Swords Bruder is surprising the shit out of me. At the beginning of the episode, he look up at the sky and he like, yo, what's up with that star? Uri's like, yo, that's the star of Lucky. He sits up here and all he do is never catch L's until he catch L's. And then, because Lucky caught a lot of those. We called him Mr. L for a reason, because all he did was catch L's. I just want to take a quick second now, God, and I want to thank you for the blessing that is Raptor Bay. Thank you. Raptor Bay forever. You know what I'm saying? Something froppy pussy adjacent. Amen. Okay, cool. Anyway, regardless of that, you had to give some praise to the L guy. We'll be doing more of that later, because you know what I'm saying? We keep it spirit filled around here, so you don't catch these L's and shit. Anyway, people know way too much, because nigga wise knew this same information. So, given that the Twilight Chronicle would tell nigga wise this information, right? It would tell him this information. How the hell? Well, actually, I do know the answer. They are time jackers. Duh, idiot. Yes, I get that now. Let me turn this fan here. Look, given that the time jackers have been through all time, blah, 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 they have probably seen the Day of Oma play out 1 billion times. So that would be information that would be basic to anybody who hopping through time that's either trying to sit up here and push this tragedy forward or trying to alter it or do something to it. So yeah, that just made sense in my head like 2 seconds ago. So we'll go with that, right? Given all of this though, this is about to get nuts. Because even before the last episode, when Swords had the Ride Watch in the first place, this is something that if I was writing this story and be happy that I'm not the one writing it, this would be something that Sogo would have to conquer like right before the end game. But now we're in the middle of an end game, because as I'm trying to sit up here, because at this point, because this is not even a review, more or less, than I'm sitting in front of the camera and I'm trying to put these puzzle pieces together because of where we're going to end up. And the show did a wonderful job for setting up where this is going to end. But you know what? We won't talk about that at this moment, because there is something else we got to talk about. We got to talk about Sexy Dark Moon Juice. You know what I'm saying? Like, give it up for Moon Juice right now. Sexy Dark Moon Juice. Let's give a round of applause. Look, I got to say, I love the new digs. I'm like, I hate they had to move out the spot. But, you got to do what you got to do in these streets. You know what I'm saying? You got to move out sometimes. Sometimes it ain't enough room for me to live in the same house as a person I want to murder constantly. Like, Gaze did it for a whole bunch of episodes. Like, now all of a sudden, Moon Juice sitting up here on this dark tip. Like, if you see that nigga, you better stab him. And it's just like, bitch, what? Like, really now? Like, and it's like, and the thing is that we already know that, and I'm finna run this again. Dark Mojo's legit shook. Run it back. Is that, yeah, she legit shook. So, yeah, it's like, at this point, as me and trying to understand this, as someone who not only reviews this show every week and puts his thoughts on wax, but as someone who even gets before that point to try to understand, like, the motivation of why. Given that they come from the shitty ass future, where Omazeo sits up here and rules with an iron fist and foot and a fucking Dragator, you know what I'm saying? Hey, yeah, I'd be a little fucking spooked too, I guess. But then you would think, though, that through all of this, we're gonna make it after all. No, bitch, somebody's gonna catch him. Y'all know about that. If you don't know about Mary Tyler Moore, quit. Okay? Fucking quit. Don't do that. Don't do no. Alright, but seriously though. Seriously. Given again, and like I talked about this when Dark Moon Juice first made her appearance, but I do feel it's a need to come back, because even with that limited interaction and that limited moment that Dark Moon Juice had in this episode, you see that she is not only speaking from a place of fear, but if you look down inside it and you kind of do this with your eye or some shit, it's legitimate concern for Sogo in there somewhere. Because again, remember, her and Gazy hopped through time to try to see if they could avoid this magical massacre of Omazeo rising to power and enslaving you and, putting his heel on you and shit like that. And that's fine. Okay, I get that. The thing is that all of a sudden, you spent episodes, watch it, getting to a point to where you believe that, well, he can do this. And then as soon as he get a power up, all of a sudden he can rewind time and all of a sudden he can't do it. I don't get that. Because I thought this was about believing in your friends and shit. I thought it was about believing so much in the love you got for your people that you will be enough to stop them from making that dark turn. And yes, this is that segue to this part that I have been waiting for. What's gonna happen next? Well, let me tell you. I walked into the end of this episode thinking that, well, OG Young Sogo got the power, right? So it's gotta be some weakness to another Zeo because of. Nah. They going time rewind for time rewind. And I'm just like, really? Cause I really honestly thought that another Zeo wasn't going to have Zeo 2 powers at this point. But then if you really want to get into, and here's the big word for the review today, children, transitive property. You look that up and shit. Transitive property of. And let me explain to you the transitive property. You can look up the word, but I'm going to explain to you how this means in this instance. We have Tokiwa Sogo, who can now get B minuses on tests whenever he can will time, when he fucking feels like it. It would be in the transitive property. Another writer double would have the same exact power to see what it is you gonna do to get into an infinite stalemate. What's the magical thing that can break the infinite stalemate? Oh, wait, I know. The thing that fucking KKK was that sat up here and helped summon. And then I want to sit up here and I want to put this on wax. At the beginning of the episode, Nigga Wise sat up here and said in the intro that Sogo did that. Sogo rewound time so that they could get Kikaider powers, quote unquote, so that he could give it to Gage so you can get the Gage revived powers. Of course, Gage has writer dysfunction because KKK was like, yo, you gotta go to Zeo's house and you gotta burn you the motherfucking stake in front of that bitch and you got to be ready to murder this nigga on motherfucking sight. And if you ain't, this shit ain't gonna work. Well, in that, because words are what they are and you are bound to them, loophole. Here's your loophole. Zeo gotta be destroyed. We didn't say which one. We didn't say it had to be Hiryu. We didn't say it had to be Sogo. We said none of this. You just have to have enough determination for a Zeo to get they fucking wig fucking split. That is it. So guess what? You introduce another Zeo, who was having the clash of the lifetime doing this with Kamen, and all that stuff. Number 2, and having this infinite clash, and then you being the tiebreaker in this because Gage Revive's only thing is to at least to unlock the power is to destroy a Zeo. So guess what's gonna happen? Hiryu's finna take a motherfucking L. Spoilers. You really thought that Gage Revive was actually gonna be used to kill Sogo? Yeah, fucking right. See, even then, I have questions about that. Because given that, to a degree, a Zeo, and we'll say in that phrase, a Zeo can, I want to call it massage time? Let's call it massaging time. Like, giving time a massage to move it in the direction of your choosing. But when you have 2 people who can massage time, clash of nothing. Not equal to 0 or some shit like that, because that's what we are right now. And given that you have given Gaze this magical out so he don't have to kill his friend, who, by the way, Gazy has been walking around for episodes and still is, regardless of what Dark Moon Juice and KKKY say, and still don't want to murder his friend because it's his friend. That's the fam. He's not go. It's like, it's not at this point in episode 25, 26, where I don't know where the work is going to be put in for Gaze to murder the homie. No. There's going to be some point where all these time shenanigans, and I use that word profusely, time shenanigans, where at some point you're going to run into a Toki Wasogo you going to murder, but it's not going to be our Toki Wasogo. We don't know if it's going to be OG, I got a dragon and I'll flame your ass Sogo. I don't know if it's going to be middle time Sogo, like, yo, I'm sitting there pimping, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm laying back, I wish a motherfucker would. I'm going to go outside and I'm going to pop the driver and then I'm going to go nuts. That's what it is. We don't know. We don't know. We don't understand. We don't get it because, you know, we just watching the show, right? None of us understand. But still, given that the show has made it this easy. Now, I would love to get the L Swervage. I would love to get the Kofi Kingston L Swervage. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I did some wrestling shit yesterday. But I would love to get that Swervage to where every Zio in the club gets murked. You know what? I'm not finna give Jaquan any time on the show. No offense to Jaquan. He from the same hood I'm from the Loot Town, all that, but no. Not right now. No. Really? Everybody in the Zia getting murdered. Everybody in the Zia's getting murdered. See, okay, there you go. See, there you go. Your musical your Jaquan interlude moment right here live on Team GRF TV, bitch. Okay, so let's review what it is that happened here. Lucky Swordsbrooder can't beat his evil, so who pulling your puppet strings? This here you kid, somebody pulling his puppet strings because they sitting up here pulling Swordsbrooder's puppet strings. So I wouldn't be surprised if here you just gonna be a character just around for a minute, and then he just gonna work Swordsbrooder and become the new leader of the Time Jackers, because, you know, fuck it, you know what I'm saying? So then I have to sit up here and just pray to the L God, please bring back Lord D. Kato, because, you know what I'm saying, all he do is dig down the bitches and give fools else, amen. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is with that, so that's fine, and that's okay. You do that, right? Sogo, massage time. Dark Moon Juice, still evil. KKK Zaz, still part of the KKK. Nigga Was, still a nigga. Gazy, still conflicted. And people just get their powers jacked because every time you go back in time and destroy another rider, technically you've undone a whole episode. So technically, and this was the whole roundabout point to this magical joke, we spent the last 20-something episodes, and technically because of time shenanigans, ain't shit happened. Nothing happened. No one learned shit. No one learned out a damn thing because of time shenanigans. And it's just like, okay, fine. It works out for the people, because the one other thing I did want to bring up before we get up out of here is, you know, it's good to see that all those people who got their lives fucked up because of Swordsbrooder and Horror and you know what I'm saying? That they're okay, you know what I'm saying? Magic dude can actually do magic. You know, the Forza guy, he like, you know, I'm just sitting up here chilling, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I was 5'2", and, you know, the basketball player who still don't have a name, he just got jacked. He wasn't dribbling a basketball, kicking a soccer ball, or nothing. He was just, he like, I'm jogging. Another rider, bitch! Ugh! And that's what happened to your ass. So, there you have it. Kamen Rider Zio, motherfuckers. Bang. Regardless of all of that, I'm gonna look you directly at him. So I'm gonna get right here. How do I say this? Oh, we've got more show for you. Sit back, relax, and chill the fuck out. I am the one and the only, the triple G.O.D. You are live right here on Team GRF TV, and of course, let me get ready, because you know what's coming next. Yeah, we got one show for you. Sit back, relax, and stay tuned. I'm the one on Triple G.O.D. Just in case you didn't hear me the first time, let me remind you who I am and where you at and what we do. Oh yeah, one more thing. More show after these commercial messages. I'm as evil as the dude controlling Sword Brood and hear you. See? Now that's evil. And also, now that's gangster. More show after